What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day gamer here, coming at you with another pickup video. And if all goes well, this will be my very first video with actual editing. Thanks to Scott Hammer. Scott, probably at your house right now doing the editing. Thanks. I got a nice pile of games here that I picked up locally. Maybe one or two are from eBay. But no, I think all these are local. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the Sega Genesis, and then we'll leave the NES for last. First game on the Genesis pile is by far the best one of the lot, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. This game, good gameplay, great graphics, but hard as hell. I probably played it for an hour and a half, 2 hours or so, and all I could do was get to the end of the first level, and I could only get the boss down to about half his life meter. And that's all I could do, and it probably took me 10 times to do that. So, you know, don't bust my balls too much. I never had this game back in the day. I never even played it until I bought it just now. So, despite that is as far as I could get, I'm definitely still going to be playing this game because it was a lot of fun. The next game in the pile is a game that I got basically because Angry Video Game Nerd did his Halloween special on it, and that is the Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure, or Berenstain. It looks like it's Berenstain, but everybody says Berenstain. Anyway, you saw his video, so you know how that goes. Yeah, this game was way better than I ever thought it would be. Had he not done that video, I probably never would have bought it. I mean, it's not an awesome game. I didn't play it that much, but the gameplay's okay, but the graphics are phenomenal. Like the intro and the cutscenes, they're great. I used to read these books when I was a kid, and I had rather been playing this game. But the only thing better than having it when you're 12 is having it when you're 40. Alright, so moving on, the next game in the lot is, I'm not sure which one of these I actually bought, but they're both the Sega Winter Olympics. One's the Mega Drive, one's the Genesis. Not sure. I had one, and then I picked one up in this pickup video. I think I bought the other one because I didn't recognize the cover, and I thought I didn't have that game. Turns out it was just a different version. But anyway, yeah, I wasted my money on both these because this game sucks. You know, Winter Olympic Games. There's a bunch of different events to choose from. Most of them are just impossible to play. I guess if maybe you really put a lot of time into them and you knew what you were doing. But a couple of them were okay, like the bobsled. That one's kind of fun. The ski jump was amusing to do for a little while, but it wasn't good. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I own them now, so I'll put some more time into them. But, blah. I only got those 3 Genesis games. I got a couple Game Boy games here. The first one is a Game Boy Color Muppets. You know, I didn't know that there was a Muppets game, and I was a big Muppets fan when I was a kid, so I figured, what the hell, pick it up. It was $1.99, you know, so I got my $1.99 worth. Not a great game. It was okay. You know, there's some funny cutscenes. You know, maybe if I put a little more time into it, it'll end up being better, but I haven't yet. The second Game Boy Color game that I got was much better. Micro Machines. It's called Micro Machines 1 and 2. Not sure what all that means because I haven't played it much yet, but it was fun. The first board especially. The second board got a little tougher, but you know, you want a game to progress in difficulty. Yeah, you know, I still like to pick up Game Boy games. As I always say, I've got my Retron 5, and it's great playing them in there because the screen isn't this big. It's 55 inches. Those are the only Game Boy games I got. Next is, I only picked up one Super Nintendo game in this lot, but it's a good one. F-Zero. Yeah. Everybody knows this game. Everybody had this back in the day. It's good fun. You know, say this often, it's no Mario Kart, but it's cool. Graphics are good, gameplay's good. I'm definitely going to log in some more hours to this game And, you know, I'd like to check that one off my list and end up completing that. But that's all the other systems I have now. Move on to the NES pile, which is the bulk of this lot. The first game, I picked this one up simply because I didn't have it. And I know why I didn't have it now, because it's not that spectacular, but Bases Loaded 3. You know, back in the day, I was never really a big sports game fan, and I still am not. But, you know, Bases Loaded, highly recognized. You know, figured I had to add it to my collection. I was hoping that it would be better, being number 3. It's not. In my opinion, the only baseball game that's worth playing is Baseball Stars. And I always had that back in the day. You know, I still have the same cartridge I had from then. So, you know, I've had that for nearly 30 years. So if I ever feel like playing a baseball game, it's that one. But, you know, I've played worse. This game here, I had never played until I picked it up either. Cobra Triangle. It was fun. I think I just got through a couple of boards, but I had a lot of fun playing the first board. I don't know why I never picked it up. I mean, the cover's pretty funny. It's a speedboat racing into a dragon. Can't believe I'd never played it before, but it's decent. I don't think I paid that much for it anyhow. But now I have it in my collection, and I'll definitely be logging some more time into that. Now, this game, you know, like I said, not big into sports games. I don't know if you consider this sports, but Bill Elliott's NASCAR. This game sucks. It's terrible. I'd be surprised if I play it again. You always got to give something a second chance, but I paid 50 cents for it, and I got my 50 cents worth. This next game, I don't know why. I always thought it was better than it actually appears to be, but Hook, so far, thumbs down. I only played 2 boards worth. I didn't complete either of those boards, but, you know, I like to play every game I buy. I don't just like to collect the games. I want to play them. But this one, yeah, so far, can't really recommend it. Moving on to a game that I used to play at the In-N-Out when they had it in the arcade cabinet back in the day. IKARI Warriors. Pretty cool game. The port on the NES, you know, obviously there are no NES ports that are good as the actual arcade, but this is kind of fun. You really need that spinning joystick to really make it happen, you know, like in the arcade. But, you know, not a bad game. Definitely going to put some more time into this. It's a classic. You know, who hasn't played IKARI Warriors? Not sure why it took me this long to get it. I'm sorry, but I have it now. Next game on the list, Metal Mech, Man and Machine. This kind of thing was never really for me, so I'm not surprised I hadn't played it or picked it up until now. It was okay. I only played it for about 15 minutes so far, just to get the gist of it and get some game footage. You know, I paid a little too much for it. Kind of thought it was going to be a better game than it was. But it was one of those games that I had never saw, and I rolled the dice. I wouldn't say I lost, but not the best game ever. Final game for this pickup video is one that I find myself saying this so often, you'd be surprised to know how long I've been playing Nintendo and how big a collection I have. But I had never played this one or can't recall playing it until now. But Ninja Kid. It's the old school 5-screw. This game's kind of cool. I think I played it for about a half an hour, and I kind of like it. I'm not sure what's going to happen as you progress. I'm sure if you have it, you know what I'm talking about. But I had always wanted to pick this up, and I finally did. So now I have it. You know, I'm surprised I don't hear more about this game, but kind of intrigues me, and I might end up doing a full review on this one. Who knows? We'll see. But that's all the games I picked up for now. Hopefully all the editing on this went well. Stay tuned for my logo being designed, and you know, other cool things like that. Like I said, this will be the first video with actual editing, so I'm hoping they steadily progress from here. I'm sure they will, especially with Scott teaching me how to do it. But thanks for watching, you guys. Let me know what you think about any of these games. Let me know what you think about my video. Until next time, keep it retro.